Now on Eyewitness News at 6, Sky Eye flying over Langham Creek High School today. Extra security there after students chased down and attacked the baseball coach. Justice delayed. Why Santa Fe high school shooting victims and their loved ones will have to wait another year to see the suspected shooter go to trial. A Houston MMA fighter ready to take the ring in his hometown will tell you why he's being celebrated ahead of UFC 271 tomorrow. But first, you'll have to break out those jackets and blankets once again.
Yes, we have a big weather change happening with the cold front heading to southeast Texas right now. Chief Meteorologist Travis Herzog shows us when it will arrive and how cold it's going to get. Travis?
Gina, many of us got used to the sunshine in 70s, but that all changes tomorrow morning. This front is pushing down the plains. The Arctic part of it is moving towards the Great Lakes and the Northeast, so we miss out on that part, but we will get brushed by freezing weather as we get towards Sunday morning. So this is what's coming down the plains. Temperatures in the 50s in Wichita, 20s in Rapid City, South Dakota. So nothing extreme, but certainly a cool down from what we've had the last few days. Right now, we're on the mild side of that front. Temperatures did reach into the mid-70s. Now we're in the upper 60s as we head towards sunrise tomorrow. That front will already be pushing through southeast Texas. We get a few hours in the 50s, and then by the afternoon, evening, we are down in the 40s with a strong north wind to go along with it. So it's going to be feeling pretty chilly tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. And then as we head into Sunday morning, the sky clears out, the winds slow down, and those temperatures will be falling down into light freeze territory. So a widespread light freeze even into the coastal counties is on the way. So make sure those plants are covered up again on Saturday night if they're cold sensitive plants. So we're going to see a brief warm up into the 50s, 40% chance of rain, peaks around 9 o'clock in the morning. Still can't rule out a shower in the afternoon, but what we know for sure is it's going to be feeling a lot colder come this time tomorrow. Valentine's Day still looks lovely, and a little less than a week from now, we get higher storm chances from a large weather system coming in from the west. I'll have more on all of that, and we'll use Future Track to time out tomorrow's rain showers coming up in your full forecast.
You got it, Travis. Now to a disturbing attack on a baseball coach at Langham Creek High School.
Extra security was in place today after that attack on that coach. It was caught on video being shared now on social media. ABC13's Pooja Lodia joins us after speaking with the coach's mother about this truly scary incident. Pooja?
Well, Gina, the most important thing to tell you is that this coach is going to be okay. But it was an extremely frightening day for students as well as for parents. In fact, many families decided to keep their kids home today.
Watch as students chase after a coach. Videos from Facebook show the attack that led to 4 middle school students being taken into custody.
He's doing fine. He's at home. He has a broken arm, but the kid said that he is doing his what he's always done and that he's fine.
Her son, Michael Schott, is an assistant baseball coach and physics teacher at Langham Creek High. The students, Cy-Fair officials confirm, are from Aragon Middle School, which is about 2 miles away. The attack, according to students, happened when those middle schoolers were on campus during baseball practice.
The reason it happened to him was because he did his job. He stopped the kids. Well, there was only one kid at first, and the reason the others came back and came after him was because they didn't like him stopping them.
And it didn't end there. Cy-Fair ISD officials confirm after this attack, somebody made threats of violence on social media. There was extra security on campus today.
They had to make an announcement because people were kept going out of classes by themselves. They had to make an announcement. Teachers were not allowed to let the students out of the class without a slip to go home.
They should be ashamed of themselves. They need to be in jail behind bars. I mean, that's horrible.
And she told me that there was a threat that someone was going to come shoot up the school. So I immediately went up and got her after first period.
Now, the entire incident remains under investigation, but district officials tell us that these students will be disciplined according to their code of conduct. Reporting live, Pooja Lodia, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Oh, hard to believe all that happened. Pooja, thanks for the update there. Okay, police are asking for help in their investigation of a former Hedwig Village police officer here accused of offering a break on traffic tickets for sex. The Harris County DA's office wants more possible victims of Richard Hernandez to come forward. The DA's office stresses that these people should not be afraid to speak up because of immigration status or criminal history. Now, prosecutors say in July of 2020, Hernandez pulled over a woman for a traffic stop. Investigators also say when Hernandez saw the woman had open warrants, he offered not to arrest her in exchange for sexual favors.
We are nearing the 4-year anniversary of the mass shooting of Santa Fe High School that left 10 dead and 13 others injured. Demetrius Pogorchis is facing multiple charges of capital murder, but now another delay for his day in court. Officials say he isn't mentally capable of standing trial. Victims say they need closure. ABC 13's Micah Hatfield spoke to one of the victims and joins us now live here in our studio. Micah?
Gina, they call the delay of this trial a slap in the face. One of the victims says this case has been a constant fight, and every fight just leads to bad news.
He is literally getting away with murder.
Flo Rice says not a day goes by that she doesn't think about what happened on May 18th, 2018 at Santa Fe High School. She was working as a substitute teacher the day that 17-year-old Demetrius Pogorchis is accused of killing 10 people and wounding 13 others. She was shot 6 times and feels fortunate that she's still able to walk.
He's the one being protected, and we have not been supported. I feel like that we've just been brushed under the rug, and the state, everyone wants to move on and forget about us because this is really an ugly picture. It was not handled well, and they want to ignore it.
Rice says the victims and their families are being tormented by the legal process. So she wasn't totally surprised today when she learned that the trial was being postponed because Pogorchis was being recommitted to a mental health facility for up to another year. Already, he's spent more than a year in a facility working to become competent to stand trial.
We have no confidence in the state or the prosecution or the hospital. If they haven't done their job up until now, why do they need more time? What leads them to the conclusion that there's something positive? Is he going in the right direction? No, they don't say he is.
In addition to desperately needing closure in the case, the victims want answers. They say the details of the day almost 4 years ago are being withheld from them to preserve evidence for the trial that never seems to happen.
There were red flags that should have been addressed, and they were not addressed. We want to know why those things were not addressed. We want to know what happened that day, exactly how he got into the school.
And the suspect's attorney sent us a statement saying in part that they too are not surprised by the development, but are upset the case cannot move forward. The statement went on to say that they're hopeful it will be resolved at some point in the future, whether that involves a trial or a civil commitment. Back to you.
Micah, thank you for that update. A 73-year-old bicyclist was killed earlier this week when he was hit while entering a crosswalk. His death, though, bringing to light a new bill signed into law in September, which now holds the driver involved responsible for the injury or death. ABC 13's Patrina Adger has more on the law and the initiative to crack down on these crimes.
73-year-old Chung Ko was riding his bicycle through this crosswalk at Bel Air and Osage Street Monday morning when he was struck and killed. The driver stopped, and according to police, they weren't intoxicated or operating their phone at the time. But a new law could now make this a felony. That's after the Lisa Torrey Smith Act signed into law in September. The Fort Bend mother walking her child to school in 2017 when she was struck and killed while in the crosswalk. The grandmother in that case was not charged, but the driver in Co's case could face felony charges.
This act is a necessity, especially in a city like Houston, where people want to be able to walk and bike safely, but a lot of our streets just aren't designed for it.
At this busy intersection of Montrose and Bartlett, we noticed pedestrians using the crosswalk either walked quickly across or paused as they entered the crosswalk, even though they had the right of way. According to the stats from the U.S. Department of Transportation, in 2019, in cities with a population of more than 500,000, Houston had 256 total fatalities. 81 involved pedestrians, numbers higher than the most populous city, New York City. Mayor Sylvester Turner addressing his Vision Zero initiative, which strives to have 0 pedestrian fatality crashes by 2030.
I know some people will say, oh, Mayor, that's impossible, but it has happened. And you have to design your roads with that in mind. You have to encourage people to share the roads. Okay, it's not just now for cars and trucks, but multiple uses, pedestrians, people on their bikes. But we are We are changing the way we design.
And Joe Catrufo with Bike Houston says keeping pedestrians safe is up to the driver behind the wheel.
There are a lot of different causes for traffic fatalities, but when you're piloting a 5,000-pound vehicle, the burden of responsibility is on you to slow down and pay attention.
Katrina Adger, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
The Texas primary election is fast approaching, and here are 4 key dates you might want to remember. Early voting begins this Monday, February 14th. The last day to apply for a mail-in ballot, February 18th, and early voting ends February 25th. Primary election day, March 1st. You can go to harrisvotes.com to find sample ballots and polling locations. You can also go to abc13.com/vote for our catalog of our election content. One story focuses on how to make sure your mail-in application is accepted for the primary election. We also have stories about new voting requirements and why local officials are rejecting more applications than usual this year.
We want to make sure you turn that in correctly. Well, UFC fighters, I should say, and their fans getting ready for a big fight weekend here in Houston. Coming up next, we're going to be live at the Toyota Center ahead of the main event. And then on Eyewitness News at 6:30, a story that impacts thousands of people in our area. A look at how rent is increasing at a higher rate in Houston than some of America's other big cities.
Taking a look at 2 spots where you should steer clear this weekend. 2 different ends of Highway 59. First to the southwest side, northbound, the ramp to the West Loop closed all day tomorrow and the next day, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Go through the interchange and U-turn to get to your destination on the West Loop. Also southbound, Little York to Lower Copy on the East Tex Freeway, 3 inside lanes closed, so look for some definite slowdowns in that location and use the Hardy Toll Road.